Hello, my name is Noor Fatima Mansoor, and today in this video I'm gonna teach you about NLP, Natural Language Processing. So let's get started with this journey. So the next thing is, what can you do with NLP? So NLP is actually a really wide field that encompasses a variety of tasks and applications, including, like I have mentioned here, part of speech tagging, named entity recognition, which is also known as NER, question answering, speech recognition, text to speech, and speech to text conversion. Topic modeling, sentiment classification, like we can go and open Twitter and we can check any tweet, like how it has been posted, like in a positive way or in a negative way. So the last two are language modeling and translation. So NLP is being used in a really variety of places in many areas. We can see it. For example, you may have text with your tabular data. Yeah, we can also use tabular data in here in NLP. And yeah, we got some really interesting ways and techniques to that will let you go between text and images, play around with it. So here we entered attention and net and we get a picture of it. So in this course, what we will be covering, what applications we will be covering here are topic modeling, sentiment classification, language modeling, and translation. So yeah, I will be using top to down teaching approach here. So I will teach you using a top to down teaching approach, which is really different. I really like maths. So in maths, which is very bottom up, if you have to learn each component to use them before you're gonna do something amazing. So yeah, you have to learn every component before you have to do something amazing with it in maths. So like it is different from music and sports, like kids just start playing it and then get the sense of the game. So it is not like that. So yeah, the next thing is revolution of NLP. So NLP has changed a lot over time. Like the technology is getting better day by day. So like that. So first, it used simple rules to understand language at its very start. It was used for it used like simple rules to understand language, and then it started using statistics and machine learning, but struggled with complex language. So now there is a big shift towards deep learning and neural networks which can handle complexity better. And obviously it has made NLP more powerful and accurate, and revolutionizing how computers understand and generate human language. As I told before, like NLP is used to like uh, make computers understand human language, or maybe in a similar way. And the best changes are still establishing, like the advancement of the world in IT. Yeah, like how the technology will change, NLP will also change with the passage of time. So yes, here we got a revolutionary example of NLP. This is a really fun notebook from Peter Norvig. You can check it out. In this notebook. Oh, in this notebook, he is talking about a spell checker. Like when the NLP started, it was about like 2,000 lines, and now it has reduced to 17 lines. You can see like there is a really huge difference between like how it started with 2,000 lines a spell checker, and now it is being shifted with 17 lines. So here's the link, you can play around it after. So a field in a flux, we can check it after. We will learn about it in the next lesson. And okay, so but you may have heard of stemming or stop word removal as standard techniques in NLP, but we will talk about it in next session. Okay, so here we got a quote debate from Norvig versus Chomsky. This is a really fun debate. I wanted to talk about this because this debate captures the tension between two approaches. Like the first one is modeling the underlying mechanism of phenomena. So this is the first one, explaining how things work by mechanisms, and the second topic is like using ML to predict outputs, like predicting what would happen using machine learning, without necessarily understanding the mechanism that creates them. Okay, so yeah, here is more detail about this notebook and about this code debate. You can check it as well to learn things deeply and more good and have a good idea about NLP and this field. So, who was actually Peter Norvig and Noam Chomsky? So, Peter Norvig is a prominent computer scientist known for his contributions in AI, artificial intelligence, and for co-authoring the book Artificial Intelligence: A Modern Approach. You can also check that out. So now I'll talk about who's Noam Chomsky. So he was actually both. He was actually a prominent linguistic philosopher and political activist. Both are really regarded in their respective fields, with Peter Norvig being known for his contributions to AI, and Noam Chomsky for his influential theories in linguistics and political activism. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, here we go. Here we have another code debate. So this code debate is between Jan LeCun and Chris Manning at Stanford in 2019. So Chris Manning is a notable computer scientist specializing in natural language processing, and Jan LeCun is a leading computer scientist known for his groundbreaking work in deep learning and convolutional neural networks (CNN). You may know about it or not, but that's not necessary. You can also check this debate out. This is really good. Both debates are really helpful to understand things in deep. And yeah, resources. So the resources. Okay, so we won't be using any kind of textbook in the course, but I mentioned some really helpful resources. So the blogs are my favorite NLP related blogs. Do check them out. These are the blogs. Oh, sorry. There were these are some really resources. You can really resources. You can check them out. This is a free PDF, and then you can got some other things that you can check out about NLP. And these blogs are really my favorite. You can check this out, and these are really helpful. So these are some. Now we will talk about some NLP tools. First is Regex. We will be covering in this course. It is a short form of regular expression. It is a really powerful tool used in NLP to find and manipulate patterns in text data. So in the example you can see here, in the example I mentioned, we can find out mobile numbers, some phone numbers having different formats, like the one with dashes and the one with dashes, and the other one is written with parentheses. So we can find them out even if they are written in different formats. So this is regex, and the second one is tokenization. So tokenization in NLP is we can say a process of breaking down text into smaller meaningful units called tokens. Okay, so such as words or subwords to help analyze and understand the data. The others are word embeddings and linear algebra, matrix decomposition, neural nets, hidden Markov models, and parse trees. So you can see this is a parse tree. Okay, so this is a parse tree. You can see here. So that I wanted to show because they can be a big thing in linguistics. So it's coming up with the diagram of a sentence. So this comes down with PP. This is PP, prepositional phrase with a tie, which is a part of this noun phrase. This is noun phrase, and this is prepositional phrase. So yeah, and the man here is a part of verb phrase. You can see the man. Okay, the man here is a part of a verb phrase, you can see here. Okay, we won't be covering this because I wanted to show you that this existed. So yes, here's another parse tree, you can see here. Yeah, so this broadly yes means the sentence, and this breakdowns into noun preposition, verb phrase, noun, that was noun phrase, sorry, no, not noun preposition, noun phrase, verb, and prepositional phrase. So okay, so next we will be talking about Python, some Python related libraries about NLP. So which libraries will be supporting NLP in Python? So the first one is NLTK. So NLTK, which was first released in 2001. So NLTK stands for Natural Language Toolkit, which is a really popular library in Python that provides tools and functions for working with human language, making it like easier to analyze and process text data actually. And the second one is Spacey. So this is efficient NLP library for Python with powerful text processing capabilities. And the next one is GenSim. I have not used this one, but Python library for topic modeling. This is a Python library for topic modeling, document similarity, and natural language processing tasks. So here are some specialized tools. So like PyText and FastText, and some general ML libraries. Here are some general ML libraries we can see. So that has some NLP functionality such as Scikit, Learn, and FastAI. These are 2 ML libraries. Okay. So yeah. Here are some few NLP applications from FastAI students that I just found, and now I'm going to show you about them. So the first one is how Quid uses deep learning with small data. Quid is a startup that has a database of company descriptions, and they wanted to identify which company descriptions are low quality, and then they did with this this with deep learning, just to give some examples and saying something like launch is quick, like you can say launch is quick with configuration as in a little as a week. Okay, so yeah, this is a really nice blog post. We can open it from here. You can open it and see it after. So yeah, and it is kinda going through the problem set. We will be kinda going through the problem set of this blog post. So now the other application comes from a law student in Singapore who classifies legal documents by categories, so knowing whether a document is relating to civil, criminal, law, contract, family, tort, and this is an application like the problem of classification, and we will be covering later, although not this application specifically, but yeah, we will be covering it. Okay, so this one comes from a journalism grade student. Analyze the Twitter sentiment to diff people running for political office. Well, this is a neat article. So here's another neat article which is introducing metadata enhanced outfit. So metadata enhanced outfit is it improves language models by incorporating additional text information like author or genre using fine tuning. So these were the few applications that I wanted to show. Yeah, now there is ethic issues. We will be covering it later in next lessons. So but yeah, I will give you some intro. So ethical issues in NLP. So bias is a huge issue. So here there's bias in word embeddings, and embeddings are really useful tool, but they also produce biased results. So like an example you can see here, when we are converting she is a doctor and he is a nurse to Turkish. So when we translate it to Turkish, which has a gender neutral singular pronoun, and then back to English, now it is reversed with the genders. So the genders have been flipped with the stereotype. There are also some good articles that I would refer. Yeah, you can here check about the biased, biased result, more about biases in here. So this so there is another thing that I wanted to tell about is fakery. So in addition to bias, there's a concern around fakery actually. So fakery in NLP, as we can predict from its name, fakery in NLP refers to the generation of deceptive or fabricated text with the aim to deceive or mislead readers. In the end, I wanted to add this really good article by Oren Edzoni, who's the head of the Allen Institute of AI. This article is actually about forgery. You can check it out. Yeah, here's the article. So that's all about today's lesson. Mm, we will be covering other topics in other lessons. So yeah, see you in another lesson. Bye. So first, let's discuss about what is NLP. So NLP stands for Natural Language Processing. It is a kind of like subfield of artificial intelligence and computer linguistics. Like it actually focuses on the interaction between computers and human language. NLP involves like developing algorithms and models to enable computer to like understand and interpret like the general language in a similar way like how the humans communicate. We will go through the slides of today's video. So these are the highlights and these are the outlines. So first we will go through what is NLP to know what is actually natural language processing. Then we will go through the revolution of NLP, like how NLP changed from what it was and now how it is. And then we got an example about the revolution of NLP by Peter Norvig that will help us to understand like how the things started and going right now. And we got two debates about NLP that will help us to learn deeply about NLP. Then we will discuss about some NLP tools and some NLP Python related libraries, like what libraries of Python support NLP and help us to learn NLP with those libraries.